I'm your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, September 11th to Monday, September 18th, 2017. Now, what we have got going on this week, Aquarius, is a major Venus week. Venus making some big moves that it has not been making before, okay? Coming in after Mercury and Mars and Uranus to hopefully clean up some of the mess and make sure that your heart is on board with whatever it is that is going on, okay? I think that is the main thing of this week. Venus rules your relationships, your values, just what makes you feel comfortable inside, also rules your money, financial situation, and some things like that. So that's going to be what is coming into focus for you this week, all right? That for you is going to have a lot to do with your relationships, your partnerships, other people, maybe some contracts that you may or may not be signing, okay? I think that's going to be a big thing here because Venus is going to be conjunct the North Node in your 7th house, and I think you're thinking about how you can feel more comfortable with your relationships, whether or not you have the relationships that you want that resonate with you, and how maybe you can rearrange your finances in some way to accommodate relationships or talking about money with other people, something along those lines, just to help them work better, okay? I think you really want to commit to working with people, all right, to reach some of your goals and some of your dreams and doing something that's important to you and letting a new you emerge that you feel like resonates more truly with who you are and where you see your life going, okay? I think that is a big thing for you this week that you're really trying for, all right? While you're doing that, I think you may have to make sense of some unexpected news and communication that has come up. You can read that. I think you may have to deal with some of that stuff, really trying to figure out that now that some unexpected communication or things in your community or town or whatever it is has come up, how can you integrate that into some of your some of the things that you're working out with relationships and with other people, okay, to put yourself in a better place, all right? I think there's some opportunities to do something new with other people, new in relationships, new with people, okay? I think it's really there for you to have some big, exciting new chapters with one-on-one partners, okay? And to do that first, but I think what may be a little hard is that before you can really open up some of these new chapters with other people to reach some of your goals, you may have to end or begin something. You may have to make some big changes going on in your life that could be a little hard, that could bring up some big, deep emotions from beneath the surface. Maybe you're holding on too tightly to something that you don't want to let go of, something along those lines, okay? That's because even though we do have Venus in a fairly positive aspect here with Saturn in your 11th house of goals, we have Saturn in a square, which is a hard aspect through the sun in your 8th house of changes and of intimacy, okay? So I think that's going to be your challenge, is how to make the changes in your life you need to make and how to deal with some deep emotions that you need to deal with so that you can live a life that you feel like is more truly meant for you in some way that resonates with you, and that's just going to put you in a better place that you think is going to be better for your future, all right? I think that is what is going on, and trying to figure out how you can do that with other people based on some kind of news or communication that is happening there, okay? I think there's lots of motivation here to communicate and to act on and to think about that some changes you need to make, something you want to end or begin in some way, but I think it may take you a little bit longer to figure some of these things out, okay? And I think the message here is to not be afraid of making these changes, okay? To not be afraid of ending things you need to end, beginning things you need to begin, so that you can really begin to reach some goal or some dream of yours and to move forward on some of that, okay? And just dealing with some deep emotional stuff so that you can get there, all right? May also require you to think very differently as well about your money, about your finances too, maybe feeling a little bit uncomfortable about your financial situation, about your confidence, about the gifts and talents that you have that you feel you can offer the world, all right? And I think you may have to think very differently about how you work with people to get more money and how you work with people to use some of your gifts and talents too, and what makes you comfortable and how you can get money perhaps as well from some of these gifts and talents with other people. I think you just gotta think about them in ways you haven't thought about them before, okay, to get the kind of results that you want, okay? So that is what I see for you. I think so a lot of things going on here, a lot of big things, trying to make a lot of things happen, but just needing to be okay while making some changes in the process in order to get there, okay? Now your card for the day is the Two of Swords reversed, okay? This to me says there's some choices you have to make. Maybe you don't want to make the choices. Maybe you're not seeing the whole truth of what's going on here. And I think you need to make sure you get all the information. I think you need to make sure you make the choices so that you move forward, end what needs to end, begin what needs to begin, okay? Don't avoid making these choices. And I think too, when it's reversed, you need to make sure you're looking out for yourself as well. What do you want? What is going to be good for you? That's kind of a hard thing to say, especially with so much stuff going on here in your 7th house of partnerships. okay? You're having a major relationship moment, having to work with other people, but make sure when you're working with other people that they get you too, okay? And that you also get some part of the deal as well that works for you, and not just them, okay? I think you need to make sure that you get the balance just right on some of this stuff as well, okay? So that is what I see for you this week. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.